The St. Louis Civilian Oversight Board reviews and investigates citizen complaints on alleged police misconduct. Joining us are Executive Director Nicolle Barton and Board Member Heather Highland. Welcome, Heather and Nicolle.
Thank you. Glad to be here today.
Yeah, so this is a fairly new department within the city of St. Louis, and why was it started?
So there was a push from the community to have a civilian oversight of law enforcement many years ago. Out of the wake of the Ferguson crisis, there was a bigger push so that St. Louis City can be proactive in oversight. In 2015, the ordinance was finally passed, and our board members were nominated by aldermen and appointed by the mayor.
Mm-hmm. And Heather, you're a board member.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about your role.
So we primarily review all of the complaints that come in. Initially, they go to Internal Affairs Division, they do an investigation, they turn everything over to us. We get all the materials ahead of our meetings. We have meetings once a month. The public can come to our open session. And once we've reviewed everything in our closed session, because it is a confidential employment issue, we discuss it, and then we vote on whether we agree with the findings of the Internal Affairs Division or whether we disagree with the Internal Affairs Division. And then in open session, we then communicate our decision with the public who do attend our meetings.
Okay, so the whole objective of transparency and also an opportunity to protect the rights, I guess, if you will, of our citizens.
Absolutely. So we're here to protect the rights of both the citizens and our law enforcement as well.
Okay, so and Heather talked a little bit about the process and how it works, and there's obviously a lot of steps involved when somebody issues a complaint. So how does that start? So what's the first thing that happens?
So anytime somebody feels that they have had been a victim of misconduct, alleged misconduct by St. Louis City police officer, they can contact us by phone. We have the complaint form on our website. They can go to North Patrol, South Patrol, or Central Patrol and pick up one of the forms, or they can walk into our office at 1520 Market Street, room 4029, and pick up a complaint form. And so part of that process is for the complainant to put their information down, write a brief synopsis of what happened or what they feel happened to them, and then that information, that complaint form, is turned over to our Internal Affairs Division, and they have 90 days to investigate that complaint. And once that complaint is fully investigated, the file is turned over to our office, and we review, analyze, and we can also, the board can also vote for us to do an independent outside investigation if they feel that one is warranted.
Mm-hmm. Heather, how are the investigations done? So what kind of information is gathered, and how does that process take place?
Well, if there is a police report involved, we will get copies of the police report. There have been occasionally medical reports or photos, and then at some point the Internal Affairs Division will interview witnesses and interview the complainant. And we have sort of a rotating schedule of board members. Usually a board member and one of our investigators will attend the interview. And then once they've sort of wrapped up the whole package and made their decision, then it goes to us.
Okay, and so 90 days roughly from that first complaint, when the complaint is registered, to resolution?
So we also would like for the complainant to come in within 90 days of an incident as well.
Okay.
So, and we ask that because if there was any video footage, a lot of times any video footage can be taped over or recorded over a period of time. So if it happened at a convenience store, they don't maintain those videos forever. So we ask that the complainant comes in within 90 days to make their complaint of the date of the incident, and then yes, the complaint is turned over to Internal Affairs Division, who has 90 days to investigate and turn back over to us. If with good cause they would need an extension, then they could have an extension granted as well.
Very good.
Then, as Heather said, we meet monthly. So there's times that we may ask for further information, and we may have to talk about it and discuss it again at another board meeting. So usually from the time a complainant comes in to the time that a final decision has been made and a vote from the board can be anywhere from 5 to 6 months, would you say?
Good. All right, we're going to take a quick break right now, but come back and hear more from you all about everything that you're doing for our citizens here. Stay with us at STL Live. There's more right after this.